Hey, been a while, right? I've been addicted playing Friday the 13th in Overwatch and Stardew Valley, I'm sorry. But yeah, so Fate Apocrypha, I hope I said it right, episode 6. It was pretty okay. I liked how we got some backstory for, um, Saber of Red. While her master was sleeping, the necromancer was having like dreams about her past life. And one of those dreams consists about her fighting with King Arthur. And it wasn't a friendly way. It was mostly her, Mordred killing her knights, and then King Arthur comes in and fucking stabs her with a lance. I don't even know if it was a lance. It looked kind of a weird weapon, but it wasn't Excalibur because Excalibur got knocked out of her hand while they were fighting. Yeah, but they were mostly talking about how Arthur did not acknowledge her to be king or will become king or whatever. How I don't know how you pronounce that or say it, but yeah, there was mostly fighting for that. It's still a King Arthur thing to do because Arthur, she puts her kingdom and her role as king above everything else. If you were her brother, her sister, her mother, if you pose a threat to her kingdom, she will kill you. Oh, and I want to say, did we just saw Lancelot? You see the guy who was like in that knight armor, the berserk armor from Fate Zero? I'm not sure it's him. I don't think so. It's just that he looks like Lancelot because he has lines on his face and he has black hair. And Lancelot has a few lines on his hair, but his face, I mean, his hair looks a little bit different. But I'm not sure if it's him. I don't know. It seems like it's him. I won't bet it's him. If it's not, can you tell me in the comments? It seems like it's him. So yeah, back to the subject about King Arthur. So it shows her killing Mordred because she doesn't qualify her as a king, and killed her because, well, she was basically killing like almost all of her knights. So yeah, it's just that this episode gave me another perspective of King Arthur because it's like the way we saw her, like we never saw her eyes. It was all shadowy. She rarely talked. Like I don't know. It seems I don't know if that's how she was and acted back then, before going to the Holy Grail. Because in the Holy Grail, she's expressive. She's nice. She's well mannered. She's very nice. But here, I don't know why it seems completely different. Yeah, so I found that pretty much interesting. It seemed like people admired her, while people like despise her because she was too perfect. I don't know what that mean, like a good king, or I don't know what they mean by too perfect. But yeah, Mordred was obsessed with her too. But when she found out that she was like her son, I'm doing my fingers, son, mostly daughter, she kind of like told her, and she did not like the answer she got in return, and she basically told Arthur that she would kill everything that she loved and stuff, mostly the kingdom and shit. The part where she screamed Arthur's name, it was so, you can feel the emotion. I really love that part. This is what I like about Fate Night, was when you know the past of the servants, it makes it more, emotional. It's nice. I don't know. I liked it. So yeah, the necromancer wakes up and they go get a bite, and I like how it's like Red Saber is playing with a cat. It's so freaking cute. I loved it. So yeah, while he was eating, he heard news about a serial killer killing like Magi members or some shit, or like part of his team or whatever. Then we get a special call from Velvet. He was the one with Ryder, if you remember from Fate Zero. Yeah, it's him, but like all grown up. Oh, and it seems that Astolfo's master didn't seem too happy for what Astolfo did. And I think that she'll go and try to go after Ruler and Siege. She said that after this war, she'll make Astolfo suffer with her command seal. Jeff hopes she won't pull a Lancer and make her try to kill herself. Hopefully not. Astolfo, even though he's a boy, that makes me quite sad because of his appearance, he's still a G. He's awesome. He's cool. And here, well, I didn't make too much research about Assassin of Red, so I don't really know what she's talking about Babylon and stuff. But all I can say here is just that you're still pretty sneaky, so yeah. And I don't think we'll see the other masters. I think that Shiro did something, maybe. So yeah, I didn't do too much research here, so sorry. Yeah, and not much happened after we saw Shiro. It's just that both sides were talking about the assassin, the lolly little girl, because she was killing like people. And yeah, so then she started attacking the necromancer and the red saber. I keep saying red saber, I'm very sorry. It just became a habit at this point. Can we talk about how Assassin of Black is so freaking sneaky? I like how the way she went for the kill. Like, she was so close. She really lives up to her name, Jack the Ripper. But here it caught me off guard because I wonder what she means by our name. Cause isn't she alone, or was she talking about the girl that was in the house with her? I don't know. And just by smelling Mordred, she knew that she was a girl. Like that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so not much happened during the fight, nothing special. They had a short little blows, exchange of hits before Chiron coming in, being a beast with his arrows. But this time it won't be as easy since Saber herself is pretty tough. I would say even tougher than the other archer. No, was it an archer? No, that other rider, yeah. But regardless, Chiron, my boy, he's not gonna give up just because she's a Saber class, even though that's like the most OP class. Well, kinda the most OP class. He still fights out. He gives in a pretty good fight, you know. And I have to say that Mordred likes to let her rage consume her sometimes when she's fighting. I'm just letting that out because she does that pretty often. Not saying it's a bad thing. I just noticed that after like her fight with King Arthur, she likes to yell a lot and do you know. What surprised me the most in this episode is the girl in the wheelchair. She has some freaking robot octopus arm, like the guy in Spider-Man. Like that's freaking awesome. I thought she would be like pretty much useless and would let Chiron do everything, but no, she's gonna fight too. Those robots' arms are not for show. Even though they can like are used to like walk, I guess a little bit, and like for mobility, she can shoot freaking bullets too, or magic bullets. Well, I don't know. It seems like bullets to me. And seeing the necromancer using that car for the fight, just I don't know, it made it a lot better. He's freaking ruthless using a car, and he was smiling too. Oh yeah, when I screenshot this part, I found it funny because we just see him stare at her panties from like afar. It's a quite funny scene, to be honest. It seemed pretty funny to me until you see he was holding the shotgun and was pointing at her and saying, "It's over." It was really an awesome scene, but then we got the freaking cliffhanger. Look, I know she's not gonna die because that seems a little bit too early. I know she's not gonna die. Her brother's gonna come and save her. Then maybe he'll summon Berserker. Then Saber will have to fight with Chiron and Berserker at the same time. Then maybe Lancer of Red will come help Mordred or another servant. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I predict. As of now, I would say it was an okay episode. Nothing special. We just got to see a little thing. The only part that interested me, to be honest, the most was the King Arthur part. And the rest was okay. But at least we're not seeing like no, that's all actually, yeah. But yeah, it was an okay episode, nothing special. I really wish if it was a little bit more like last episode. It was better, the episode before that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and I'm sorry for being late with these things, and I had to a little bit rush it out. I'm very sorry, but I'll do better next time. I always saying that when I never do it, but I'll do something anyway. I'll see you guys next time, and like always, stay cool.